going to be here soon. Yeah. Taylor's always fashionably late. No Dave this week.
Fashionably early if you look at it the right way.
Yeah, well, there's a pre-show. Okay, there's a method to this. Okay. I also may have the bully stop by. Not sure yet, but they said, even though I said it's going to be boring as hell, might as well talk about gardening for the whole hour with Eli. He's got a nice garden going on in his backyard. But an uneventful Monday, except my back hurts. I was cutting trees all day.
Back hurts. Like I said, I just got done with vacation quotation marks, and it was, first day back at work
with nonsense.
There's
Taylor.
Nonsense.
Yo.
Oh man, full house tonight.
Yeah, full house. I wasn't expecting it. It's a terrible week for a full house. There's just shit coming out this week, but we're going to talk about all the books coming out here.
Lower those expectations nice and early.
I know. Sorry, y'all.
This is a terrible show. You should turn off right now.
Yeah,
we'll just talk about gardening.
Dude, I thought the same thing. Eli and I will just do the gardening hour.
You might be joking, but he will never shut the fuck up about gardening.
We were just talking about tomato bottom end rot, and I learned recently you can take like 1 part milk
God damn it,
and 2 parts water and put them on your plants the night before, just a little bit. And
we wish we were joking, folks.
I'm actually researching the phosphorus and potassium.
NPK.
Yeah.
Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Yeah. It's science, bro.
Yeah. But I just found out that there's some wild spearmint. Wild spearmint, is it? Mint.
Probably.
Growing in my yard.
Dude, that shit goes everywhere too, man. It's like invasive. You can't get rid of it.
I was like picking weeds, and all of a sudden I smelled it smells like juicy fruit.
Like,
or spearmint
like
gum.
Wrigley's. Yeah. That's awesome. That's actually really good. But if you are going to grow it, you need to do it in like a pot, But again, Taylor, sorry. Let's fucking do it. I'm going to do one for gardening.
I don't want to stifle your passions here, but just,
of course not.
You don't think anybody will watch that garbage? Some people will watch anything, Scarlett.
Anything. And Leroy always fashionably wait. I like how he got in the chat. Hey, I did my chores so I can do the show tonight. It's like, what? While in the fucking chores? Greetings, geek. Another episode of This Geek and Comics Outbreak Geekers Comic Book Shit Talk Show. Anybody?
Oh shit! I wasn't sure I was going to do it. Shit talk show.
Oh, thanks, Taylor. I mean, Taylor's like, I didn't know who's going to do it. Let me. Shit talk show. Thanks.
Everybody will do it.
Eli, I'm putting some soul into it. Gomer, Taylor, Andy hanging out again now that soccer's over, and special guest Eli from over at the Comic Book Bullies podcast. I didn't listen to the show last night, but that first segment title about Tom Holland really has me excited to listen to it. I mean, poor Zendaya.
It's a pretty long one too.
Poor Zendaya actually gets some action in a movie, and everyone feels bad for Tom Holland instead of feeling great for Zendaya. Come on, man. Y'all seen that trailer that we're talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but yeah.
She's in a movie where she's like a tennis player, up and coming, has all this.
Yeah, she only has a 3-way.
And she definitely has a 3-way in it. That's definitely. But I mean,
well, I don't know. The picture he put up on the show looked like she was trying to stop the 2 dudes from making out. I don't know. She looked bored as fuck.
It's like weird reversal therapy, right? Just not a good idea. Not a good look.
2 dudes are about to kiss, and Zendaya was like, "Nope."
And it does kind of look like that. But if you watch the whole trailer, she meets the guys, and then one thing leads to another. It's actually very well done. But it seems to be like the whole point is she is like this up and coming tennis star, and then like breaks her leg or some shit, like hurts her knee. And then it's her dealing with the drama and these 2
she has a threesome instead. She's like, fuck this tennis.
No, she does that. That's how she breaks her leg during the threesome. It's wild.
That is one intense threesome. Wow.
Dude. Yeah.
I think I want to watch this movie now.
But I mean, that's why everybody want to go see it now, right? Because Zendaya gonna do whatever she do. We should probably. I mean, Zendaya or fucking gardening. Come on, we were better off with gardening. We're talking about new comics. Leroy's still planning on being here, maybe.
He's still learning frame rates on Street Fighter.
Oh my gosh! Did you guys really talk about frame rates?
I forgot about that.
No, he did.
Good.
He's talking about how he's getting his ass whooped all the time. And
Does he have a main yet?
Well,
he
he's
doesn't
an old
know.
man.
I don't
Hey,
know.
Zangief. Zangief is my main. That's how you know you're old man. Zangief is your main.
I don't pretend to know a lot about it, but apparently Zangief is like a top tier character if you can like
Well,
get
they're
his
all
grabs done.
awesome if you know how to use them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that the
Yeah,
point?
he's got
Isn't
all
that
the
supposed to
grapples
be
and
the-
everything.
But Zangief is all about grabs, and grabs usually have priority. I think is what makes
Yeah.
Zangief kind of bullshit.
Oh man,
That's
see,
why
I
Zangief
shouldn't
is
have
the
said
best.
anything. Eli
I
gonna
was a
fall
Sagat
asleep
kinda
like we did
guy.
last night. Yeah.
Hey, if anybody's watching, anybody a Dan Habuki fan?
I was
I
more of a
don't
Mortal
remember
Kombat guy. Anyway, we're talking about comics. All the new comics
Oh, I
coming
feel
out
shunned
June
now.
28th, this Wednesday. Tuesday, if you're lucky. Oh, of course. Here he comes.
There he is.
Leroy.
Here.
So
Cool.
we're just talking about
Hey.
Street Fighter.
Yes, that's all we talked
And-
about last episode.
and I think
Comments
How we
came
don't
in.
know shit about it. Yeah.
Maybe the reason like you're getting your ass kicked is because you're getting a little older. Your reflexes have dwindled a little bit.
Look,
and you missed
I
a
can admit
step.
that. I can admit that.
Well,
I'm not above admitting
yeah.
that.
Good, good. I think that's what we've all agreed then.
Yeah.
Leroy old as fuck.
Your thumb reaction time is getting
Hey,
slow,
it's a real thing. It happens.
It is, dude.
happens,
I
man.
can't do it anymore. I can't do anything. My kid will look me dead in the eye while he's playing.
Like my
You know,
carpal
like, look
tunnel
me-
kicks in after 20
You ever try to
minutes.
play those Sega games, like Sega Genesis games, like lately? I used to like beat them in like the afternoon, and now I can get off the first level. I'm like, something isn't right here.
Games have come too far, man. Games used to be hard. Now they're like hard. But before games used to be
They're just
like
long. They're not hard. They're just
Man,
long.
don't give me that fucking boomer bullshit. Most games used to be hard because they were barely tested and had a bunch of bullshit broken
like
mechanics in
Contra.
No,
them.
games
Come
used
on,
to be hard
Contra.
because they were quarter
Yeah.
munchers, guys. They were quarter
Oh, that's
munchers. They
true.
were
That's
arcade quarter munchers. You got to get
Yeah.
it right. That's
Yeah.
why they
Yeah,
were hard.
Contra is a pain in the ass. Yeah. It's always
Yeah.
been a pain in the ass.
even yeah. Oh,
But the thing is, if you know the cheat code on Contra, 30-man lives like that, you can beat that game in about a good 30 minutes.
Or if
Yeah.
you do that trick
You
where you
can't
pause.
beat Skyrim in 30 minutes.
well, yeah. I've seen.
You
I've
haven't seen the speed runs of
speed
that.
More
runs
in
right?
where
30
they beat
days.
Those games in like
Right.
30 minutes. And talk about glitches and shit, Taylor. That's the only way they can beat Skyrim in 30 minutes is because of glitches. You know, shitting like crouching backwards up the mountain. You know that you're not supposed
Then
to
all of
be
a sudden
able
you're
to
at the
climb.
throat of the world, and all of a sudden you're talking to the elders, and everybody's there. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You can't even create a character in 30 minutes on Skyrim.
Put on my hat.
It takes me 2 weeks to create a character in Skyrim.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat this in 30 minutes.
What color do I
very
want my eyebrows?
Yeah, I'm very indecisive when it comes to building my character. I usually just let the game do it for me, and then I end up
I
getting just
don't
the
know if I
ugliest
want to be a
motherfucker,
lizard
which works.
person or a
You
cat
know, it
person
works.
this time.
All right, again, new books, June 28th. If you see something, say something. We're going to talk about all the books. No, we're not. There's not that many this week. Okay, again, it's not a
It's
great
a
week.
bad week.
Last week was awesome,
I can't
but
read
this
this
week,
shit.
no. Hell to Pay number 6 wrapped that series. This is okay. It's been like a kind of horror thing with a couple who has like a coin from hell, and they have to try to retrieve all the coins from hell. And yeah, it's a lot of fun twists and turns, but
That's the
not
last
really.
issue.
Yeah, not anything to write home about. Indigo Chiller number 4, just okay. Bunch of Invincible shirts again. You can tell it's a shitty week at Image when they got clothing.
I guess they're
Taylor
trying to
said
get
something
that
the
stuff
other
out
day.
before the con starts or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Well, yeah, you got Con in a couple weeks, so
Yeah.
get it out while you can.
Leroy posts some shit about Invincible. How everybody's like griping, oh, the multiverse again, and he's like, man, Invincible did multiverse way before Flashpoint, right?
And
At
they just
least
adapted
5
the
years.
same story. Yeah.
Yeah, before Flashpoint. So yes.
And that story was great. Spider-Man was in it. Batman was in it. The Avengers was in it. Walking
Yeah,
Dead was in it.
Crazy. Yeah, it was insane, dude. It was like so big and dumb. I loved it. Anyway, Local Man number 5 is kind of a 90s throwback to superheroes of Images past. They even have like
kind of okay right now.
I mean, it was okay, but I don't know. Savage Strength of Starstorm. I don't even remember this first one.
This came out a couple weeks ago. I remember. I thought Eli was gonna pick it up, but
I remember the name. I don't remember the premise, but that is a very memorable name.
I remember David put it on his top 3. The one I was.
he did.
I don't even remember.
I
Wow.
was gonna pick it up. I was like, nah, I'll wait. I'll wait to see what David says.
Yeah, it's a weird premise. Like this kid's at school and his school gets hit by a meteor, and then in a different incident, he gets superpowers. I don't know. Sounds weird. Spawn Scorch number 19 because it wouldn't be a week without McFarlane at Image. A couple more books worth mentioning. Vanish number 8, the only book that Donnie Cates is currently publishing.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, this is the book.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this this is the end one, right?
No, this is the end
Now,
of the
for
arc.
all we
but
know-
if you look at the books coming out,
For all we know, Coach wrote.
But
June
is
wrote this a long time ago. And just
Hold on. Does somebody have
That's my
R2D2 noises going on in the background?
That's my fucking text. Yeah, that's my
Okay.
ringtone.
Hey, that is a cool
okay,
ringtone.
good. Yeah. Issue number 8, June 28. So yeah, there's nothing else solicited after this. So yeah, I agree. I think he had this written a long time ago, and we just been.
This
waiting
was
on Ryan
probably in the
Stegman's
can,
art.
and they've just been releasing it. Yeah.
Yeah. I know you guys talked about Ultimate Invasion from Hickman. Did you talk about the special thanks to Donnie Cates in that?
We did.
You guys see
Honestly,
that
I
on
didn't
the
even
credit
notice
page?
it till after we talked about it. I looked at it like, oh yeah, Case's name is right there. So.
Yeah, because
Well,
there's
it makes
story-
sense
But we
'cause
can't really talk because we don't know. We don't know what happened.
We don't know. Man, there's so many rumors that he's sick, and can't leave his house. There's rumors that he got divorced and is going through severe depression. I'm like, oh my goodness, I feel terrible for the guy. I just wanted, I really liked his
Or
Hulk run. I don't give a shit. Flying around
Maybe
Hulk on
he's building a
spaceship with
time
Hulk.
machine.
Yeah, he's building a time machine to go back.
He's doing something.
Yeah,
And then we got World Tree number 3.
yeah. James Tynion
This is-
writing this weird book about an internet virus that actually kind of kills you.
If this
I
issue
think
is
that's the
good
best
as
way to do it.
if this issue is good as the last 2,
Say
this is
again.
gonna be retired from my top 3. Because
Mhm.
I mean, every single issue has been in my top 3. So if this is good as the last 2, it's
Yeah.
retired immediately because it can't.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's going on
fantastic.
for another 3 issues after this or 4. Yeah, it's just so damn good.
Yeah, I think we'll look. We'll have more from James Tynion later on. Yeah, it looks like 5 issues up to August.
Yeah,
So,
this is
end of the first arc. So
Yeah, this is after this issue. I know it probably will be in my top 3, but it will definitely be retired after that because it's just so damn good.
yeah, it is. It's fantastic. Moving on to Boom Creed next round.
I
Creed.
heard he was,
Perfect timing.
This is weird.
Michael B. Jordan was announcing this even before the movie
Yeah,
came
right?
out. He's
What?
doing
Yeah, I
he's
know.
doing everything with this. This is a franchise now.
Yeah.
So what is that? Creed's daughter now? Or
Yeah.
I
what?
assume so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Eli, you didn't see
It's
the
Creed's
movie?
daughter.
I haven't seen the movie. Does she have a
this
daughter?
was all
Or he
set
has
up
a
in the
daughter?
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, at
Oh,
the end of
I-
at the end of Creed 3, they have a nice scene where he's play boxing with his daughter, and she's kind of hinting that maybe she'll take up boxing. But yeah, I guess they're rolling with that idea. In the,
But he's
comic
trying to
book.
make
He's a
anime.
real
He's
Ali.
trying video games. He's trying to do everything with Creed now.
It's a
He
good
announced this
idea,
before the movie
man.
came out.
Yeah, we shouldn't let the whole Rocky thing die, and this is a great way to sort of move it into the future.
Well, I mean,
Creed
Creed movies have been great.
Can't do anything else with Rocky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rocky's.
I should probably watch that sometime.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
only
so
I
seen
far
told you it's
behind
the
on
greatest
that.
live action anime movie ever made.
Dude, they
I've only seen the first
literally
Creed movie,
didn't
so.
he use anime as
Like he
choreography
just stole
kind of?
scenes
Yeah.
and just redid them. Yeah.
I heard that in Creed 3, the fight with his rival there at the end was basically just Kakashi versus Obito from Naruto.
It was that there was a boxing anime that I can't remember the name of it. It was that they would just take.
Oh
scenes
yeah,
directly
I know
from
what you're
it.
talking about. I can't remember the
Yeah.
name of it though.
Yeah, they
Oh,
just took.
yeah.
They
There's
just
anime
stole
about
scenes
every
from that.
fucking thing.
Does he go running across the screen in slow mo?
Yes.
And then the
Yes.
lines
Does
Where
across.
he really?
he sees an opening. I have everything in this movie. All this shit.
No way.
Yeah, what
He
you're talking
said he
about, yeah.
almost did an internalization where he was going to narrate during the fight.
Oh, like Naruto, yeah.
like Naruto. I see an opening, but they told him to take it out. So yeah,
Like a whole he throws a whole punch in one episode. Or something.
right.
Well, apparently Michael B is big into anime. I mean, apparently
Wait,
Killmonger's
Killmonger.
outfit is even supposed to look like Vegeta. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was Killmonger's whole entire thing was like, I am Vegeta.
More or less.
They
I
got
know,
a
well,
shit
but if it's
ton of
about
covers
his
for this,
daughter, it's
man.
weird they have like him on all the covers because the whole
Oh, yeah,
premise in
there's the
Creed
anime
3 was
cover.
that like he's too old to box now and he comes out of
Yeah.
retirement. And this is supposed to be 10 years after that. So kind of absurd that he'd be boxing still, but whatever.
Rocky
That
was
looks like
boxing in
all
like
he
what
is.
his 50s.
Yeah, you shouldn't box that old. Who
Hey,
did?
George Foreman one isn't.
Yeah, that was
his world
Rocky
heavyweight
Balboa.
champion, man.
The premise
Rocky
of that
Balboa.
one was that he was boxing in like his 50s or 60s or something.
Yeah.
That was just an exhibition too.
It was just an exhibition, and he did lose.
I mean,
but
Hulk
hey,
Hogan kicked his ass that one time. That's all I know.
until he took the gloves off.
So this is great. A Ventini or pardon me.
I'm glad y'all said
Valentine
that.
Delaney-
Rocky
or-
3 and
okay.
Black Panther are the same plot.
Yeah.
So,
Are y'all seeing this? This is like the Mike Tyson's Punch Out cover.
Yeah, that is.
Okay.
the
That is
intro
it,
cover,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. See, I love that shit. That looks so good. See,
Oh,
you got the little.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Steel-
it's got the
yeah,
emblem
yeah,
and
that's
shit.
rad.
Oh, yeah.
It's very
Yeah,
cool.
that's a rad cover. It's almost worth picking up just
Yeah,
for
it's
that.
got
'cause I
like
really like
Nintendo
that.
official seal of approval down there and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool cover. That's cool. All right, moving on from Creed, even though it's dope. More Expanse stuff. The Expanse is great. If you've never seen The Expanse, you should, but you should not read this unless you have watched The Expanse. It's probably one of the most realistic sci-fi shows ever made. You know, it uses real science. It uses real sort of methods that are classified now by NASA as this is what we would do if we were, mining the belts and doing shit like that. So very cool. Neighbors #4, pretty fun horror series. Hits its penultimate issue, and then Power Rangers. Whatever. Oh, Seasons Have Teeth is actually pretty good too. It's kind of a horror too, but every issue is about a different season, and the seasons are trying to kill everybody.
Yep.
Kind of this socially, social thing about
Like
global
the
warming
Shyamalan
and nature.
movie. What was that called? The
Are the
Crappening?
I
seasons
thought
like
the witch, wasn't it?
are the
No,
seasons
the
like
M. Night Shyamalan movie with the trees was with Marky Mark and that what's her name
Oh,
from
the
Who's That
Happening.
Girl?
The Crappening.
The
The
Crappening.
Happening, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the crap.
Man, I recently watched that one, Knock at the Cabin with Batista. The movie's okay, but fucking A, Batista is awesome in that.
Oh yeah,
fucking
Dave is a
movie,
great
dude.
actor.
I couldn't
I haven't
believe
watched
it.
that yet. No.
It's great, dude.
Yeah,
but
Knock
at
only
the
for
Cabin.
Batista.
Good movie.
It's very surprising.
Yeah.
What, Leroy?
I was saying it's on Peacock.
Oh yeah, it's on Peacock. It's on Peacock.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to DC. Not much from them this week. Action 1056 continue. Man, again, I'm sorry. There's too many Superman books. All of a sudden,
It's
I
two.
blink. Dude, there's
Well,
action.
there's also
No.
the Superboy book. There's also the
John?
the John
It is.
Superman book.
It is.
Yeah.
We're not
I'm
counting
just-
that. We're talking about the
They're
super-
starting up a Power Girl
Steelwork?
book. Just Superman itself, yes, there's two, but there are a lot of
Yeah.
Superman family books out more than
Yeah.
any other time I can remember.
Honestly,
Yeah.
this is a Superman family book.
That's what I
Absolutely,
mean.
yeah.
It's real about everybody. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm legitimately worried that we're going to get into like what happened right after the death of Superman, where there was like a bajillion Superman books. We
Oh,
had Red
Reign of the
Blue
Superman.
Cyborg Superman, Superboy, and there was just so many of them you couldn't keep track. And it was like, stop it! You're beating a dead horse at that point.
But
Okay,
got
they
Power
had
Girl
a numbering back then in the 90s. It was the Diamond era.
Yeah,
Each one
Oh,
had
yeah,
a
right.
different, 1, 2, 3,
Right.
4. That way you keep up with it. Yeah.
Right.
I just think it's funny that you guys are bitching about too much Superman for a change. It's
I
too
know,
much
instead of
Batman.
Batman.
Right.
Man, we're just
No, it feels
bitches about everything. I think it's
I
fine.
am.
I'm
I
just saying,
whine about
I hope
everything.
it's not too much. I'm just saying I hope it's not too much.
Keep giving
because-
us all these awesome comics.
Yeah, stop giving us too many awesome
I-
comics. It's not.
yeah, I was
it's not
telling-
time to review them all.
I treat Superman the same way I treat Spider-Man and Batman. I pick the one I like best, and that's the one I go with.
Yeah.
I was
you
telling
stick
Leroy,
with the
like,
top
there's
three.
there's cool Superman comics these days. Like
Yeah,
lately,
it's a good
Oh, yeah.
story. I mean, yeah.
Superman 5 from last week, that was really good.
That was
Yeah,
a really good
dude.
story. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Superman,
I'm
Lois,
really
the
enjoying it.
show, and
Mhm.
the Superboy books. Like, yeah, there's like a Superman Renaissance or some shit.
Yeah.
Superman's cool again.
Finally.
And Gomer still finds a way to complain like an asshole.
Of course I do. Of course I do.
You need to find a way to complain.
Batman
at
the
some
Adventure
point.
Batman the Adventure continues with season 3.
And then
issue
there's like
6, almost
1,000, like twice as many Batman books.
Right.
Oh, dude, we don't need. It's almost like passe to bitch about how many
Well, last year there was times
It's
when
been a
there were
while since
only
you busted
Batman
out
books.
that bat clone image.
Oh
that you
yeah,
wanted to use for everything.
I need to find one for
Batman books.
There we
Superman
go.
now.
There we go.
I
Yeah,
need to
that's
find
how many
one for
Batman
fucking
books there is
Superman.
right there.
Dude, there's a pre-made one for you. The one where like it's a Crisis on Infinite Earth, and like there's like all the different Supermen like clutching their heads in pain or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's like a Council of Lexes panel that I'd be able to find. I think that might be better. Just
Like
saying.
even
I like
I'm burned
Lexes.
out on Batman, and I haven't read
Yeah,
Batman in
dude.
a while.
I fell off on the
Yeah.
Chip Zdarsky run. I was like, after he fell from space, I was like, I'll catch up with this.
Oh
thing.
come on, that was the best thing to ever happen in comics.
It is, but
Threw
where do
his
you go
drawers
from
over
there?
his face or whatever.
Where do you go from there? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, he fell from space.
That is
Yeah,
a
you
tough
can't-
act to follow.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can't really. Yeah, that's true.
Although in that, I think they have the reprint of it here, the number 900 issue. He did
Okay.
manage to work in Bat Shark Repellent, and it wasn't completely
Oh,
stupid.
right.
So
Yeah,
that was
the
impressive in its
Bat
own
Shark
right.
repellent was
And the new
fucking
run, you gotta see
hilarious.
what the new run is. Batman's hand chopped off.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Okay,
it was.
yeah.
I think he's fine now, but he was. I think he has like. Doesn't he have like a cyborg hand now?
He has Luke Skywalker-esque hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dark Knight Returns Batman gave him like a backup hand or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a wild story, but he
Groovy,
somehow
baby.
has a
Weird story.
replacement hand.
It was a
Groovy,
weird story.
baby.
I'm from the Bat Council.
You know, it says a lot about what kind of nerd you are, like where your mind goes first when you talk about like a severed hand, whether it's
Right.
whether it's Ash or whether it's Luke or you know.
Or Adam's Family, or I mean, a Game of Thrones has a severed hand.
Luke
yeah,
lost
dude.
his hand first.
Oh, Vecna's hand from D&D. There's a lot of places you can go.
When did the
Well-
original Evil Dead come out? Was that before Star Wars?
It was before Star Wars, yeah.
Well, it was
Okay.
made
So
not-
phase 2 of the MCU.
originally. It was like 78.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but he
released-
didn't lose his hand until 81.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
phase 2
well,
of the
no-
MCU, Kevin Feige made it mandated that everybody has to lose a limb in each movie as a reference to Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that was
So if you
because
watch
they bought Star
every
Wars.
phase 2 MCU movie, somebody lose a limb.
Yeah, because they bought Star Wars.
Yeah.
well, some of those were fake outs. Like Thor got his hand chopped off, but he
It
actually
still
didn't.
counts. Still counts.
Okay.
Oh, shit, I didn't have this. The first time I'm hearing about this. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to go.
Like
No,
when
I do
Ultron
that.
chopped off Claw's hand. Yeah.
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 Oh,
And he just ripped it off. He didn't even. He just
Yeah,
pinned.
he's
it.
just like, that's my hand now.
Ooh, I'm sure it'll grow back.
Yeah. Ooh.
You're okay.
All right, City Boy, a boy with the powers of a city. One of the funniest things I ever read was Leroy trying to describe, or heard was Leroy trying to describe this motherfucker's powers.
It's just
Like,
city
he's got
powers.
the power of a city, and then Eli's like, what? He knows like when the subway leaves. He knows the subway schedule.
Oh no,
or-
this
He
guy is a
does,
lot
in
more
fact,
He
know when the
does.
subway leaves, but he does a lot more than that.
Now here's
he
the thing.
knows when the
is.
light's gonna turn green.
Now, here's the thing. In my
He
review,
does. You're
yeah.
joking, but he
He,
actually
he does
like
know that. Yeah.
that is a part of his
He
power
can
set.
turn
Yes.
the light
Power.
green
He's
if
the
he wants
best
to.
Uber driver in the town.
He probably
for a
could be.
street level superhero, he is uber overpowered for a street level superhero.
Well,
Oh,
that's
I
what I'm
agree.
saying.
Honestly,
Because he,
yeah. If he, there's a lot of applications to that power. Not that's even before we get into the part where he can just like crush a room around you if he wants to.
Right. But the thing
Yeah,
is,
he
he's a
is.
ripoff. He's a
He
ripoff
is a
Fucking
hero.
rip-off.
powerful
Go ahead,
character.
Leroy.
Yeah.
He is
Because
a
the
great
thing was,
rip-off.
I made in my review, I talked about Jack Hawksmoor, and I was like, how they just made him exactly like Jack Hawksmoor. But I went back and read another story where he met Jack Hawksmoor. That was actually the first time he appeared. It's like one of those Wildstorm books.
Yeah.
He met Jack Hawkstorm and they basically have the same powers in that. So yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
They've done some wild shit with Hawkstorm, but mostly because I think Grant Morrison, was
Yeah.
doing that shit. And it's like, you got the powers of a city. You're going to be doing some wild shit.
He
Grant
does
Morrison.
some wild shit. So
Fucking Greg Pak got this guy finding loose change, under a bench. It's
He'll,
like,
he'll,
okay.
he'll build up to it. He'll do the wild shit, Jack.
So yeah,
Hawksmoor.
that was the biggest escalation I've ever seen in a comic book, where he's dealing with like this fucking loser mobster, and like he's going around looking for like old DVD players or whatever. And then at the end, he has pissed off fucking Darkseid.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, if a guy knows the city, he can find the anti-life equation somewhere.
Exactly.
Maybe
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
And this guy is way overpowered for just a street level superhero. He's
He
overpowered.
is a DC character, so it's kind
Dude,
of like
he'd make the best kind of Oracle character, because he knows where all the shit going down.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
He'd have
Yeah.
a really good asset on the team for that. Yeah.
So we'll see where City Boy goes. I like the first issue. I mean, we're talking shit, but I enjoyed the first issue. I,
No,
thought it
I
was
enjoyed
okay.
the first issue
Oh,
too.
yeah,
The
those
first
are
issue was
good,
fine,
still.
but I'm really looking forward to where they go next, because like this is going to be like a tour of all like the most like iconic cities in the DC universe, and
I think that's
a
exactly
cool
what it's
angle.
gonna be.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah, he goes
exactly he's gonna
around
go to
just fucking
Gotham.
with
It's
all
in
those cities.
Mascara. Yeah, yeah. Central.
I wonder if
City,
he like
maybe.
Jack Hawksmoor, where he's not in the city, he gets weaker. So if he gets like dropped in the desert, will he die? Some shit, something. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, he's got to have some sort of
That'd be
weakness.
fun. All right, moving on. What else we got? Crisis, a bunch of different crises. Damn, is there all? There's
Like
always
trades,
a crisis.
yeah.
DC Ruby number 5. Detective 1073. It's fine. I'm keeping up with it. I'm really not reading it. I'm more keeping up with it through reviews and stuff like that. But I mean, it's solid. Nothing really else to say. Fables number 159 of 162, which is still really fucking weird to see.
Yeah,
But,
I won't be surprised if they get picked up again.
Well, if what's his name has another story, is it Buckingham? Who's writing
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
This is one of those books where like no one's going to write it besides him. So if he doesn't want to do it, they're not going to do it. It's only going to come back again if he has another idea for it.
It's up to him if it continues, but right now it's kind of up in the air if he decides if he's going to do it or not. And there's no, we got Comic-Con coming up. Maybe he'll decide.
Maybe there'll be an announcement. Good call.
Yeah.
They better have something. Ain't nobody else going to show up but the comic book people.
Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah, Fables,
Putting it out
still
there.
one of the most accessible comic books ever printed, ever created. It's so accessible.
By far.
I don't care if anyone's never heard of even a comic book, they can pick this up and know
It's
what's
the
going on.
definite you pick it up and you get into comic books comic.
Yeah. Green Arrow number 3 is 6. DC has had this habit.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that.
This has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed this. I guess it's a mini series. I didn't realize it wasn't an ongoing, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
If it sells enough, it'll be an ongoing.
Yes, they've done that with other books. DC has
Poison
announced
Ivy.
it at 6, and then they see the sales for issue 3. That's 3 months out, where they can get another 4 or 5 issues out of their artists.
That way, it
this is
technically
one of those
doesn't
wait
get
and see comic
canceled.
Right.
If you buy it now,
seems
you
like
get
you demanded it.
It's got a good
But
story.
yeah, Peacemaker versus Black Canary, I want to see that. Yeah.
It's not Peacemaker. It's a War Maker. Chaos.
Peacemaker.
Peace Wrecker.
Yeah.
Peace Wrecker.
Arsenal and Black Canary versus Peacemaker and the new Peace Wrecker.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like Peacemaker is a little overexposed right now. Like, I don't think he needed to show up in that Titans book, but this is actually a pretty cool matchup because this is like, a believable power scaling, to have them go up against each other.
Really, Black Canary whip all the asses.
That's true. Black Canary is easily the most powerful person here, but I'm sure they have some sort of noise canceling gun or some fucking shit. I don't know.
They got earplugs.
They put on their bows. They put on their bows.
Peacemaker's really big right now, so you got
noise cancellation.
Black Canary could just shatter your bones with her fucking voice if she wanted to, though.
How about Superman not hearing shit for an issue, and he's like, "Oh, this is so great," and then Lex is like, "Oh fuck, I wish Superman could hear me,"
And then he was I wish you could have did something different in Smallville, Superman. I wish you could. And Superman
I forget their real names, but the villains in that book, I keep calling them Dr. Frankenfurter and Leatherface. Yeah, they played that one out pretty well.
Right? It's Pharma and
Graft.
Pharma and Graft.
Pharma and Graft.
And they have a kryptonite glove with different kryptonites on.
That's great.
Speaking of Smallville,
The Infinity Kryptonite.
Yeah. Is there a pink one? We need the pink kryptonite back.
No, we don't.
We need the pink kryptonite back.
Come on.
Wouldn't that imaginary story anyway?
You're gonna get DC canceled. Is what I'm gonna do with pink kryptonite. All right, no comment on pink kryptonite. Harley Quinn 31. I mean, it's obviously selling. It keeps going. Nightwing, Volume 3, Battle for Bloodhaven's Heart. Great pickup. If you haven't been reading that in issues, pick that up. Riddler Year 1. This is still that Paul Dano thing, the dude who played Riddler in the Pattinson.
It's issue 5?
Yeah, dude.
Already?
They've been slow on this, I think.
That movie came out over a year ago. I think they missed their window on it.
Yeah.
I had no idea when it came out. Honestly, the first issue didn't catch me anyway. It was
me neither.
Prime.
I learned everything I needed to know about that version of the Riddler in that movie, so, hard pass for me.
Yeah, this is a pass.
He's a Reddit user. That's all we need to know. Just move on from that.
Yeah.
The money grab is
Tales.
It's a pass.
Yeah, Tales from Dark Crisis, and then Tim Drake Robin number 10, which has been pretty solid. But again,
Wait, that's still going?
so many. Yeah. There are so many Batman books. It's an ongoing. It got picked up as an ongoing.
I thought it got canceled.
There's a lot of Batman going.
I wish the art in that book was better. It's just ugly.
That art is terrible, and they fool you with the covers.
It's Gleb Melnikov, dude. Look, Gleb Melnikov.
That's
that artist from Barbella or from Barbarella that I kept hyping.
Never judge a book by its cover. The cover of those Tim Drake books are awesome. You open that page, you're like, what the fuck is this?
It's true. All right, moving on to Marvel. Alien.
Alien. Okay.
Yeah, this is just it's Marvel Alien. So
that storyline's pretty cool, though.
It's a good start point for the storyline. Yes.
Yeah.
Second issue is okay.
Yeah, now we're gonna get the aliens are hatching. They're thawing out.
Yeah.
And so we're finally gonna get to see the carnage.
The carnage finally.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 122 coming back. I think this is the anniversary of Green Goblin as well as
Well, that's the
else. This is
that's the issue that picks up. Yeah, it's the issue after. It starts with her already dead.
Yeah.
It does feature a fight between Spidey and the Goblin. So
it's famous. I mean, it's one of the most famous fights.
Yeah,
that's definitely one of the most famous covers. That's the fight that they referenced in that first Spider-Man movie way back then, where he impales himself with his own glider.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very good issue. Amazing Spider-Man number 28, Elena Casagrande getting the cover there, but man, I'm so off of Spider-Man.
What the hell does She-Hulk has to do with what's going on in Spider-Man?
Yeah, I'm not
he
sure.
killed Miss Marvel, so I guess he's a lawyer now.
He needs a lawyer
after that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you off, Peter.
You
ain't going down for that.
Definitely get him off.
Wernick cover. Avengers Beyond number 4 continues this weird multiverse story.
I thought they were done with that. But okay.
At least there's one
Symbol of Truth Symbol of Truth, which has been solid, is probably going to be a letdown because it's the aftermath of Cold War. They're going to see.
So they're canceling Steve but keeping Sam.
That's right, and we're not sure where Steve's going to end up, but he's definitely going to end up somewhere. He's not even in the new fucking Avengers book, so I don't know where the hell he's going to show up.
That one, so.
Yeah, he is getting that new miniseries, but I mean, we'll just have to wait and see how that goes.
Which, nothing against this book, but I think the other one was definitely the better of the two. Although the art in this is always impeccable, so
it is, but it's actually the alternate artist on this week.
The Falcon take over as Captain America fully in almost all the books here pretty soon.
No, and I'm cool. I'm cool with that 100%. But I still think because it's comics, Steve should,
Oh, there would be a Steve Rogers cameo every once in a while, but I think the Falcon.
I just think there's room for more than one Captain America. I liked having the parallel books going on. I mean, there's like 40 Flashes. Why can't we have more than one Cap?
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, for sure, man.
After Marvel got bit in the ass with the last timeline thing, I don't think they want to dually around with that shit anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that was a whole copyright extravaganza thing going on.
I know, right?
Yeah. They've always had the rights to Captain America, so that doesn't even apply here,
I loved the whole, remember when it was the Captain's America? They had the...
Oh, yeah, the United States
Captain America, the railroad. Yeah, the USA.
I like that a lot.
I
want a fucking... have there be a Captain America Corps. That's awesome.
Dude, that'd be so cool, man. All right. The Summer of Symbiotes continues with Carnage.
I don't understand all this Venom Carnage.
Past that.
Okay, so there's consensus here that none of us give a shit about the symbiotes.
I don't understand it, and they're pushing it and it's so many of these books.
It's just murder porn. I mean, it's just it's as far as they can push the envelope with it still being a Marvel book and
and still make it PG-13.
Yeah, Carnage is the ultimate 90s character in that regard, and that's all he is. It's just over the top violence, or at least as over the top as you can get.
I just never got it.
Well, once Donny Cates was done, I stopped giving a shit. That was
right. It's why keep going?
Yeah.
And then the movies came out.
Man, Carnage has been holding down books long before Donny Cates was on the scene, and
sure.
Books for all of our lives.
Yeah, but still, I've never been a fan.
He's got a fan base, but none of them are here, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
Danny Cates, the best ghostwriter.
But he is. He's not my favorite, but he is probably the best.
No, he is your favorite. You just don't know he's your favorite.
Exactly. Everyone says, he is.
You're gaslighting him hard.
He is your favorite.
It's just like Wally West is everybody's Flash. They just don't know it. So same way.
People say that about Green Lantern too, man.
I don't think Danny Ketch's even my second favorite Ghost Rider, though.
Yeah, exactly. I like Robbie more than Danny.
I like Robbie more than Danny.
And Danny Ketch is your favorite. He is your favorite.
Yeah, he's the one with all the powers.
Right.
And like Johnny Blaze is just a hobo fucking carny. Fucking redneck.
He is a hobo carny, kind of. I mean, he is.
Kind of true. Yeah, it's true.
And Robbie's just
telling lies.
Vin Diesel Fast and Furious now.
Daredevil and Echo number 2. This is just a 4-issue.
Eli, what's your consensus on this one? We staying with this one?
I actually did not mind the first issue.
I like
that whole
gangs in New York shit that was going on. Like the
one half of the Black Eyed Peas is a solid fucking comic book writer.
One half of it's the two guys from the Black Eyed Peas, but not those two guys from the Black Eyed Peas. And weirdly enough, they seem to be doing a good job writing comic books.
He's getting better. That's what
he's been with Marvel for a while now.
I dismissed Out of Hand, that Spider-Man book that they did, and I dismissed this Out of Hand too. But if nothing else, it's going to look very pretty with Phil Noto drawing everything.
That's how the last one was. That Spider-Man book, that weird horror-y Spider-Man book.
Yeah,
it was really
I didn't even read that, but
it was good, dude. With the art was really what sold it.
I heard the Demon Bear was in it for some reason.
Yeah, but, Demon Bear showed up.
But like Daredevil, and the last issue with the whole gangs in New York thing and that flashback of like the 5 points, I thought that was pretty cool.
I thought that was rad too, man. Yeah, I'm all over that.
David Mack.
This cover looks dope. David Mack cover, of course.
Well, he's the co-creator of Echo.
Yeah, right. No. Good call there. Deadpool number 8, just your typical Deadpool run, really. Ghost Rider number 15, Ben fucking Percy.
Yeah,
man, he's been writing a hell of a Ghost Rider book here, man. He just been doing it. Everything's sort of coming together now to end this arc, you know.
And hey, whether you like Danny or Johnny, looks like we got them both in this one.
They are both in here.
They are fighting. They're fighting each other.
Yeah. So yeah, really cool book there. A couple of variants for that. They sell these weird 1963 omnibuses, right? It's just like the year it all happened, but just the books that came out that month.
Okay.
It's so random.
Well,
I don't really get it.
I guess that's interesting if you're like curating like a historical collection of sorts, but terrible way to try to follow a story. Although back then, like they didn't really have story arcs. Every issue was just like a self-contained thing.
Right.
But
you were lucky to get a two-issue thing, you know. Predator number 4, we're getting an Alien and a Predator book this week.
I forget what's going on in this one.
This is
this the one where they're on the island or something?
Is this like that woman who like the woman who hunts predators and it's like a follow-up?
Well, she's in it.
I thought that was the last arc.
No, I thought this was like a follow-up.
But then she's in another timeline or something.
This is the one where like the predators have pulled people from a bunch of different timelines.
Yeah.
From a bunch of different times. And they're all on this one planet sort of being hunted.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all right. In my opinion, it's better than the Alien book.
Honestly, I'm just looking forward to that Wolverine versus Predator book that's going to come out in a few months. I think that's going to
sell like hotcakes. That's going to
people are going to jump all over that. So yeah, moving on. She-Hulk number 14. Great covers there, but really that's the best thing it's got going for it. Silk number 2, another Spider-Man book. Ooh, she's riding a horse in this one. That doesn't seems counterintuitive. Anyway.
Yeah, that seemed like an inefficient way for a spider person to try to get around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vader, is this the one
Black, white, and red.
With Daniel Warren Johnson's story in it?
I'm not sure. It said Jason Aaron.
Well, yeah, he's got an ongoing, like his story's been continuing, but it's been like an anthology book. But I heard Daniel Warren Johnson.
They got a credit page.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is. Annihilated, written and drawn.
Right, and artist.
Dude, yeah, that might be a solid pickup just for that.
Man, I can't wait for Darth Vader to do a DDT to a Gungan or some fucking shit.
It's Vader off the top rope.
He works wrestling it. He does.
He'll just push something, and it'll just
I've been really enjoying this Darth Vader Black, Red, and White. This has been really good.
Yeah, it's been.
I'm just saying, it's been really great.
Well, I mean, with anthology books, you just kind of have to hope that like you come out above average, right? You're going to pay more than you should, average, but as long as like over half of the stories are pretty cool, you come out pretty well in the end.
Yeah, that Peach Momoko story that came out, I think it was #1. That was pretty sweet. It was like it was like good, silent, dude. No words and shit.
Yeah, it was.
Darth Vader having a nightmare or somebody having a nightmare.
Yeah, I think it was him. Yeah. But for someone known so much for their art, doing a silent issue like that, yeah, it was really cool. Hey Kim, hey, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it. Kim in the chat.
Thanks for stopping by, man.
Star Wars. You still reading Star Wars, Eli? All the Star Wars are
no,
so hard.
I haven't read I'm reading Yoda.
Nice.
I think that's it.
Wow.
Yeah. I haven't read Bounty Hunters. I haven't read Afro. I haven't read a bunch of them in a while.
You're reading like all 60 parts of that like War of the Bounty Hunter shit that came out last year?
I was reading War of the Bounty Hunters until that whole Crimson Reign shit started.
Okay.
That's when I stopped.
But yeah, the casual listener might think I'm exaggerating when I say 60-part event. I'm not. It actually was like 60 fucking parts.
Yeah. And it was just Kira trying to take out Vader. It's like, she's not going to kill him. It's like,
yeah. Some of the stuff is just like the known continuity just kind of takes all the tension out of a situation. Like they're gonna fail to kill Vader.
Yeah, and that's the problem with staying in this Skywalker era. They're just
they need to move on from that. They really do. They really do. Storm number 2. This was not what I thought it was going to be.
Because it's out of continuity, isn't it? Or like an old.
No, this is like Morlock's era Storm, I think, with the Mohawk and everything.
Yeah, you might get a retcon, but even then, I don't want to read that. Yeah, I want Storm now, controlling Mars, being a big boss.
I mean, I get enough Storm from X-Men Red, so yeah, I don't really have interest.
We just read that, right? This just feel like something to do. Thor comics. The thing is with Thor comics, they're either great classics or terrible. There is no in between.
There's no middle ground. Yeah. The one good thing about this issue is it's got a Danny Warren Johnson variant cover.
He posted that on his Instagram.
Fucking rad. That is metal
and fuck. Paint that on the side of a van, man. That's rad.
Dude, no shit. No shit.
He looks like he's about ready to wail on a fucking guitar.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. Somebody needs to like put like a V-neck and like his other hand there down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Eli, you're gonna have to give me a song. We're gonna post it on our IG
page. Where's it at? I got it right here.
I think
I'm trying to get it out of my cup. Oh, that's the Doyle one. Here. Can you see it?
The big book at Marvel, I think, this week though, is Al Ewing, Luca Pizzari setting up
Murder Pop
for the end of the Hickman era. Oh, dope.
Annihilation. Okay.
With Al
guitar pick.
Oh, dope. Sorry. Let me.
Gomer, you idiot.
Gomer, what the fuck, man?
Let me show me.
Murder Falcon guitar pick that when I met Daniel Warren Johnson, I got it.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I'm very bad at using this. Oh, here we go. I figured here. There you go. Now show it.
You already put it up, you idiot.
It's on the floor
you gotta
now.
fish it back out now.
Fucking through it, Gomer. What the hell, man? You're supposed to be on top of this, Gomer.
Okay, so we're getting a little bit of a flashback, the origin of Arakko here.
Okay.
Which is weird because Apocalypse
Hickman already told this. I mean, but
did he though? Maybe that was an unreliable narrator.
I mean,
he kind of got an idea.
Hickman has a talent for like giving us the bare minimum we need to understand a situation, and it still be really cool.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a lot more to expand on here, but I don't necessarily want that. I don't know.
I mean, what else do you need to know from Apocalypse besides the fact that he was the first mutant ever to be existed? That's all you need to know about him. But this is more. I mean,
he's the first of the second generation. That's what Hickman said. So there's a whole nother mutant class race that we never knew about.
Yeah.
Those are the Iraqis.
Regardless of the context, though, Al Ewing writing it definitely is a big plus. I'll probably check it out just for that.
That hitches up a little bit.
Yeah, I think so too. I love the 9-panel layouts here. Just great shit they're doing. I'm a sucker for that shit.
So, not every 9-panel thing is Watchmen, although this does look a lot like Watchmen. Yeah,
it looks great. But that's what Watchmen is. What got me hooked on 9.
It's the most iconic book to use that format for sure. Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably the best thing at Marvel this week is that X-Men book. So that's telling you a lot. Moving on, Dynamite, the 007 book. You reading the 007 book, Leroy?
I read the first one. I kind of read half
I didn't
of the
like it
second
either.
one.
I didn't like it either.
It didn't pick up quick enough. That's all.
Yeah, it was really slow, man. But Darkwing Duck continues to be a fan favorite. And then Elvira in Monsterland, classic horror shit going on there.
Haven't read that one. I was reading the last one where she had the remote or whatever. And she was
it was like that movie with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
I read that. That was okay. That was okay. Yeah, it was.
Was that movie called Click? I think it was.
Yes, it's called Click.
Click. Yeah.
Christopher Walken is in that as well.
Oh, is he? That's weird.
You remember that? He was the guy who sold him the clicker.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, in Bed Bath and Beyond, and he was in the Beyond section. So stupid. I know way too much about that movie. Starfinder, getting a book. D&D is hot. Pathfinder is, just as cool. So we're doing Starfinder. It's fine.
Oh, is that what this actually is? It actually is like a Pathfinder, but a sci-fi.
Yep.
It's Pathfinder, but in the stars. They have a name for it. There's a Dungeons and Dragons one.
Starjammer is the D&D.
Yeah, Starjammer. Starjammer. Yeah.
Well, there's more than one, but the most recent one was Starjammer.
Yeah. And that's really it. They have Vampirella doing superpowers, which is just okay. Superpowers is like Dynamite's superhero line that they rarely put out a book for it, just here and there. And that's pretty much it. We do have some, smaller press stuff, but Dave isn't here, and he's really the
I can help with that a little bit.
I can help a little bit here. 06 Protocol has been pretty good from Aftershock. It's a really weird premise about a woman who has special powers and was given it to by a government agency, but then like her brain was erased, and then it like turns on all of a sudden, and then they're trying to find her. I don't know. It's wild. Not bad, but still. If you see something, let me know, Andy.
What was that book y'all were talking about? About the native chick who's got like zombies after her or some shit?
Oh yeah, Hope, Killing Hope.
Yeah, okay.
Killing Hope.
Okay.
Yeah, Dave. I still wasn't able to find a copy.
Where the hell is that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That was a publisher I had never heard of.
I tried looking for it on Comixology. I couldn't find that there either.
Yeah, it was a really small house. I wasn't able to find a copy. So, let's see.
To tell you how light it is, my first one on this list is Greymore. So, yeah.
Blue Book over at Dark Horse, James Tynion, doing his true life, real life alien comic book. This is like telling stories about people who've had close encounters. So, for what that's worth, I'm not caring for it, but Bryn Moore.
Yeah, Bryn Moore.
One word review because you have read it. Steve Niles, Damian Worm.
Oh no shit.
Oh my what? Oh my one word review. Slow.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a ringing endorsement.
It's not.
Oh wait,
I love Steve Niles
for my full review of this book.
Give him a little taste now and bring him back for more. You got it down
slow.
It is slow.
Yeah.
Is it vampires or what is it?
It does get a Frank
I can't say right now. That's spoiling. I can't spoil.
How is it a spoiler to explain whether that's a vampire or not? I guess we're not getting it.
Turn his hometown looking for a second.
You gotta fucking tune in if you want to know if that's a vampire.
If you want to know, you need to tune in.
You're not selling me on this book.
Tight-lipped.
Slow, and it may or may not be about vampires.
Man, there's a couple of books I definitely wanted to talk about. Dark Spaces, Good Deeds.
Good Deeds.
The first one was just
really
okay, not as good as I wanted.
If you want it, Dust #1.
Yes, here it is. Over on Scout Comics. This sounds like pure science fiction in this. Brett Register and Gaston Gomez. No one draws like Gaston. But Jupiter has ignited. So now there's 2 suns. And the Earth has turned into dust. And the rich, isn't that wild? And the rich and powerful are living in a utopia underground. And the rest of humanity is left to die on the surface. Dude, I love that fucking premise.
This is
that sounds
complete dystopia.
So much fun.
That was the sequel to 2001. 2010.
Yeah, it sounds like that,
right?
Yeah,
right.
Jupiter explodes and becomes a second sun. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Somebody made a sequel to 2001?
Yeah, 2010.
Dude, you should check it out.
Yeah, 2012, the year we made contact.
Yeah, the year we made contact. They go
2001 was a movie I kind of watched out of obligation. I don't really care to watch a sequel.
You gotta watch it on acid, man.
Yeah, dude, you gotta watch it.
Even then, I want to watch like that one 10-minute space jump sequence on acid.
That's the reason to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a super nerd. I actually read those books, so I'm a nerd.
Yeah, I know. I read 2001 back in the day in high school.
Wasn't it based off of like a short story, like The Sentinel or something like that?
I'm not
I
sure
don't know.
about
Whatever.
that. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. But the book was all right. It was well written, but I mean, it doesn't stick in the forefront of my brain.
Yeah, it explains the movie a lot.
Yeah, if you read the book, you'll love the movie. If you like the book.
Oh, is it a daisy?
What else?
Yeah,
don't know what she wants to
we
read.
got the
My Little
the
Pony.
One Shot
Like
Hellboy.
My Little Pony.
Oh yeah, we got My Little Pony.
Yeah.
She's like, why would you think I like My Little Pony?
Yeah, the only really thing left on my list from Small Press is Side Quest #1, but in Murder Bukake.
Yeah, that does look okay. I got one too, but yeah, we'll look at Side Quest first. Scout Comics. I don't know. It's got a weird cover for the premise. Like that's the cover, just somebody getting knocked the fuck out. I love it. But weird things are happening in the countryside of Tolkestra.
You'll have to watch Andy's review to find out.
I haven't read that one yet.
Right. It looks like a gig for Derek and his Perry band. Fisticuffs, illicit gambling. I don't know.
But supposedly my comic book
and then there's a backup story. Yeah, Scout's oftentimes hit or miss, man. But yeah, I'm not sure I'll be able to find time to read that one. But one I do want to take a look at is over at Scout. Again, Quarry #1.
Yep.
It's Mike Salisbury and Marvin Luna. This seems kind of like a slice of life sort of thing, and I'm a sucker
it looks
for those.
like it.
Yeah, but it sounds like a really good story.
These types of stories are either really sweet and thought provoking, or they're just dry as the fucking desert.
He's swimming.
There's really no in between.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
Lake
I'm anxious to read that. Yeah, they're in northern Michigan, going on like a coming of age adventure in the wintertime.
You know what I just found out? I live up here in Minnesota that they surf Lake Superior in February.
Yeah, they do.
What the fuck? Yeah, like what the fuck?
Because we're Minnesotans. That's what we do. We surf Lake Superior.
Are you in Minnesota?
Yeah,
Andy's in Minnesota too.
Oh no shit. Where are you at?
Coon Rapids.
Oh, I'm in St. Paul. You're like 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes away. Yep.
Oh, small world.
Look at that. You ever eat at Pizza Luce?
We endorsed it last night.
I was at home.
You guys need to email them and say, "Hey, we're giving you."
You know where to find me on Facebook. You know where to find me on Facebook, Eli.
And then they send a cease and desist.
Okay, yeah.
Please do not mention us on your show ever again. Space Job #4.
Unless you're a Savoy kind of guy, I don't know.
The only other big mention I have is from Dark Horse is the oddly pedestrian life of Christopher Chaos. Other than that, that's about it.
that is. Is that in the tease? Am I missing it?
That's in the tease. Yeah, they put it in the tease for some strange reason.
I can't even freaking find it. I'm in the tease. The oddly.
That's the oddly pedestrian life of Christopher Cat. I had to write it down, and it's from Dark Horse.
Oddly pedestrian. This is a James Tynion thing. It's already out on his Substack, but it looks pretty good.
This is just my god. This is
okay.
I've read the preview, and this sounds so fucking weird. But
so I'm gonna guess from the cover that it's about a Twitch streamer who's giving us his in and outs of the high school days or whatever.
Like he's a mad scientist kid.
Yeah, but
for all his life he knew was different. It's Invincible meets Doom Patrol is the way that Tynion is soliciting it, and that's pretty good. But I've read it and it's just okay. It's not my favorite Tynion work. But I did want to talk about Sunshine Patriots
by just having them be live streamers.
Yeah, I guess I don't
I want to write a mad scientist book, but they're gonna live stream it on YouTube.
Man, this looks like someone who's firing up Fortnite, and they're like, "Yo, it's your boy Christopher Chaos."
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
well, he's got blue hair like that Fortnite player.
Hit that like, subscribe.
Smash that like button.
Yeah, smash that like button. Howard Chaykin is doing a book too, so there you go. It's $10, but yeah, it's Howard Chaykin art. That's the only reason you buy.
There's crayons all over the floor in my house right now.
Yeah, I mean, his art is indistinguishable. He's got an amazing style, but I don't know. I'm not really.
There's not much else I have from
him, but
Independence.
Yeah, that's it.
No, that's about it.
From anybody. Yeah.
Well, cool.
I mean, there's just not much.
It's so weird to me that Dark Horse is on the everyone else page now.
Well, IDW too. It bugs me that IDW is down there. Yeah.
Yeah. IDW is doing pretty good. I know that Braymore is a little bit slow, but hey, it's still pretty good.
Whether or not it has a vampire in it, okay, got it.
I can't tell you right now.
I don't get why that's a big reveal. I do not understand.
It is. It's huge. You have to watch the review.
All right.
You'll have to watch.
A serial killer page that turns out to be a vampire.
With the werewolf find out for yourself, because that's how I work. I'm that type of asshole.
Dark Days, or what was it called? The Steve Niles. He did that one shot about the werewolf, like mobster or whatever.
Yeah, Dark I think I remember that a little bit. Yeah,
it came out on the. What was that press called? It was that other alternative. The one that was Frank Miller on it, and fuck, I can't remember now. I can't. Man,
maybe I didn't read it because Frank Miller does have his own publishing house right now, but I hadn't read a damn thing from it.
Garth Ennis, I think, had some books. Some of those books that his own creator stuff was on it. Yeah. Anyways,
Avatar.
No,
was it Avatar?
It wasn't Avatar.
Okay.
No. But anyways, it was a werewolf, urban werewolf story.
Yeah. Cool. But man, it's really hard to even mention books that I'm looking forward to. I mean, Action looks good, the X-Men book looks good, but man, there's just not a lot this week, man.
We don't have a lot of the old reliables this week, and
it's the last week, so we kind of
it's the last week.
Daredevil Echo, I'll pick up.
Yeah.
I'm just glad because last week broke me. I was expensive.
Dude.
I threw a lot of money last week.
There was a lot of, and they were all high priced, dude. They were all $1.
Yeah, Ultimate Invasion was $8.
Yeah, Ultimate Invasion and Wonder Woman 800 alone were $20.
Yeah, and usually that's all I want to spend in a week.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, same here. And then that Nightwing book and
Nightwing last week was Eisner Award.
Yeah, that was a classic. Yeah.
Dude, classic. Well, awesome. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We really appreciate it. Check out the Bullies, Leroy and Eli. I did a show last night. I haven't listened to it yet, but just the first Tom Holland, the name of the segment. What's the name of the segment again?
Justice for Tom Holland.
Justice for Tom Holland, just because Zendaya getting laid. Stupid. But I can't wait to listen to it. But I heard there's also
fan reactions last night.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, they're at the very, very end of the show, but people calling in, so yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So check them out. They do comics, sure, quote unquote comics.
We do Street Fighter.
But it's a Street Fighter podcast, okay?
Yeah,
it's a
that's a nice little bookending of this particular podcast here. We were starting off with you guys talking about Street Fighter.
Discussing what you actually do.
We don't have a food segment, sorry.
But see?
Because I hate everything. That's why
I was asking Eli and I didn't really get an answer. Who's your main in Street Fighter 6?
Come on.
Say again, Taylor.
Leroy, who's your main in Street Fighter 6?
I haven't settled down to a main yet.
Who's in the contention?
I'm playing the field, but I haven't committed anybody yet.
Like Zendaya. There
you go. Yeah.
Leroy is the Zendaya.
Then here, Ken over here.
Awesome. We got links. I mean, go to outragegeeker.com and check us out there. Besides that, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Most of all, thanks to these guys for hanging out with this guy.
Oh, God.
Hey, we're family.
I am Groot.
We're going to do it again next time.
Same geek time, same geek channel.
Nice.
nice thing about when David's here is there's no question about who's going to do the intro and outro.